disparaging outlook on his own position, because I never liked Matt. Yet he allowed me to crack it. And, so I went back after all those years and said, I want to set you straight on something, because you made a huge difference in my life. And I just always felt sorry for him, It was like, and that phrase comes to my head, and it's like, well, I would sooner be doing this. I really would. I don't know.
No, I think it's a gift to be able to teach. I think that if you have that gift, you should teach, and I don't think that it's, the low rung of the whole, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just the low rung of the pay scale.
Of the pay scale, and if you're happy with that, then what's the problem?
Right on.
I know people that have to put up with so much BS, if you'll excuse that.
I know, and this is the only one we get. I always told my
Thank you.
son that, just spend every day and have a good time.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful time. So
Absolutely.
he surfs every day
Good for him. He lives in
Right
California or Hawaii or
in LA.
Good for him.
I think I taught him well. He has his own little company and he works, and I've never given him, I don't support him or anything like that, so he's on his own, but that's,
Right.
Yeah.
he has a great time doing it. Isn't that wonderful?
Nice.
That is
Yeah,
wonderful.
that
Like a
is really
successful
cool.
parent.
Yeah.
And for him to have that attitude living in Los Angeles.
Totally.
I know. I had to leave there. My quality of life had just disappeared. So all the more power to him.
Yeah. His girlfriend that he's lived with for a decade graduated from UCLA in film archiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she works for Netflix now. I don't know what she does. It's kind of, she works at home, and it's mostly, I think, kind of analyzing movies and putting them in the right categories and that kind of thing. She does a lot of movie watching, but it's a great job. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Incredibly well. She's paid very, very well, so.
That's fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good. They have fun.
That's, that is the main thing, as you
I
said,
know.
Liz. We only get it once and might as well enjoy it.
Oh, boy, the older you get, you realize that.
That's when I start going back to reincarnation. Not that it was part of my culture or my upbringing, but I think I shared with you my own personal experience with it. And so part of me is just like, well, am I supposed to believe in it now, or?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all for it. As a Buddhist, yeah. It works.
Somebody was telling me, I forget the title of it, I guess it's Takashi Miike, the Japanese director. He has a film out, I forget the title now, but it sounded really intriguing, all about a samurai that was wronged by some warlord. And he keeps coming back, he keeps getting reincarnated and exacts his revenge on the dynasty
Oh,
in each new lifetime. And I thought, wow, that sounds pretty cool, If you're gonna exact revenge, might as well, take it all the way through the bloodline.
I think it's good to always be thinking reincarnation, so it's not over, there's no finality, And I think I'll come back as, whatever and do, because this is like, there's so much, it's so fantastic.
Oh, it is.
To learn so much, and you can just keep going, it's so exciting.
Well, and that's what I hope it's like, the life lessons I've learned here, maybe they'll stick, and maybe I'll have some of that knowledge. Kind of like that little edge, if you will,
Right.
That would be lovely to think. Of course, another life of paying taxes, I don't know, Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. Hi, Raina, how are you?
I'm good. So I'm gonna miss next class, so I brought you the essay.
Oh, wow, oh, thank you.
I'm late here.
No, you're not. You're late in Santa Fe.
I took 10 minutes to figure out how to print it. So it's like all crazy.
That's all right, it's legible, that's the main thing. Raina, thank you so much.
Okay, cool. I
Thank
hope
you.
it's-
And when was it that you're going to next week? I forgot, is it
We went to
LA?
Yeah, my best friend's getting married.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and then my cousin's
Perfect
having
timing,
some show,
sweetheart.
some
Writing it would
baby
be great.
directed, I'm not really sure.
Is it for the stage or is it a film?
Or
between
no, it's just
classes.
it's just
We
a
don't need to
short
charge everything.
film. He
Yeah.
does these
No,
little
it's
things
just
like,
right here.
these little like elevator scenes that he writes
Oh, you
for.
brought it with you?
Yeah.
His name is
No, it's okay.
I
I
remember
thought of
his
it
last
afterwards.
name
I
is-
thought maybe he's gonna have to carry all that
last name
stuff.
now. But he's done a couple of them, and I can send you the link to his website. He's actually post it on there. He's got some really funny stuff. It's
Yeah.
like his weird, awkward elevator scenes. And he does like old, like silent film type ones too.
Now, when you say elevator scenes, do you literally mean like a scene taking place in an
In an
elevator?
elevator, yeah. With your characters in conversation.
Dude, how's it going?
It's really entertaining.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds almost like a street theater.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he's actually done some
That was great.
other stuff, kind of like that. But his elevator ones are my favorite. And he's got a new one coming out, so he's just gonna
Oh, hey.
do a little family get together showing it. And,
Very nice.
yeah.
And where's the wedding happening? At a private house or at a nice venue?
Yeah, private house.
Okay.
Really gorgeous area. I can't remember where, but just like maybe an hour away from downtown,
Okay.
like Hollywood area. So that'll be cool.
Yeah,
Fun
that'd be
area. It'll be a
nice.
lot of fun. Yeah.
I think it's cooling off back there too. They've had a terrible heat wave
Yeah.
for the last week.
Yeah,
Up in the 90s.
I had somebody come into my work that was just from LA and they were like, yeah, it was like almost triple digits. I was like, what? It's like October.
Yeah. Los Angeles, it's unbearable.
Yeah.
But apparently it's the best surfing weather they've ever had.
This is your son's report.
That's awesome.
Liam, may I ask you and the class if anybody or you mind if my daughter is here?
Not in the least. Not in the least. How do you do? My name is Liam. Marina, a pleasure to meet you.
No, Reina.
Oh, Reina. Oh, well, that's going to be easy to remember. The lady behind you is named
Yeah,
Reina.
I've been wanting to tell you. Hi.
Welcome, Reina. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
You're always welcome.
It's the first time I've actually met Arena.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
R-E-Y-N-A.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm R-A-I-N-A.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like comes from some German, like some Germanic ancient language.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're beautiful.
Thank you. Glad you chose it.
I used to work for Arena in this town. The lady who was running the, what was it, Santa Fe School for the Arts and Sciences
Oh, cool.
on Jaguar. I taught down there for a semester. I always get in trouble for smoking. Reek of cigarettes. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Could be worse.
Marcy, how are you today? Did everyone have a good week?
Yes.
See any good movies that I should know about, or bad movies that I should avoid at all costs? Garrett?
We did. We were looking for some like light escapist fare, and
Yeah.
we got a Buster Keaton movie, The General.
Oh!
Thank you very much, Liam. You turned us
Wow.
on to Buster Keaton. Now I'm hooked. I don't know about Joe.
That is awesome. You know, The
Pretty
General
amazing.
is Orson Welles' favorite movie of all
Really?
time.
Really?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
thinks it's the greatest movie ever.
I was blown away. I mean, I didn't. We saw Metropolis with you. You've got me into the silent film thing.
That is lovely.
And I was impressed with Metropolis because I didn't know they made movies on that scale. But God, The General, cast of thousands. I mean,
Yeah.
which was surprising, juxtaposed with Buster Keaton. You know, to see this massive production. And we made it to the last 5 minutes, and then the computer ran out of power.
Oh,
So we don't know who won, Leo.
no! Oh, the North Wind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it.
They have a name for that.
They have a name for that?
Yeah.
If you spoil the end of a movie, or?
Yes,
No?
when you, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it.
What do you call it?
They say something like, something spoils something, something. I can't remember. My younger knows.
Well, excellent. I'm so happy that
Yeah,
you found this passion.
it was delightful. It's and then I dreamed about trains all night because the whole thing is a bunch of people jumping off and on of moving trains and running ahead of them and running behind them. And it said at the beginning that he was trained as an acrobat.
Yes.
It certainly shows. The guy is amazing.
He is.
The only person we could think of that is at all similar, really, in any era, is maybe Jackie Chan, but
Yeah.
but it's a different skill set, sort of. I've never seen anything like this guy. It's It's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, he is,
So-
and especially keeping that somber
Yeah,
face. I
the
talked
whole
to
time.
what is it, Old Stone Face?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
you know, it's.
And go ahead,
Oh,
you
I'm
say this
sorry.
part. I think
And
I
the
know what you're gonna
woman
say,
who
yeah.
is his counterpart, she's as much an athlete and a stunt person as he is. She's amazing in that film. I think her name was Annabelle Lee or something. I don't want to say it wrong.
Lay, like Vivian Leigh, but
Annabelle Lee.
Yeah.
I think, but she was amazing. He carried her around. He stepped on her. Yeah, I mean everything. And she just came, and she was wearing a beautiful gown through the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was just really incredible what they did, and we're impressed.
very impressed.
Yeah.
They have it at the library here, so once we finally return it, anybody wants to check it out.
Right, so big thumbs up for the general.
Yeah.
Solid film, Buster
Except
Keaton.
for one strange thing was that the South were the protagonists in the film. It was very interesting
Yeah.
and kind of like it was bizarre to us to watch that the South were the heroes in this film.
Have you seen Birth of a Nation?
No,
We have.
Okay,
no,
that is going to be
but even
more strange.
strange. Yeah.
With the Ku Klux Klan saving the day.
Yeah, yeah, right. So that was the strange part, and we had to go, wait, what? Who really won? Yeah.
Who are we supposed to be rooting
Yeah.
for here?
But other than that, I mean, it was just really.
Do you happen to,
Amazing.
we thought perhaps Buster Keaton had been born or reared in the South or something. Maybe that's why he chose that allegiance, but.
I don't believe he
Don't.
was.
Oh.
I can't recall right now
Wow.
where he was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he toured the vaudeville circuit at an early age, acting with his dad. His dad was actually in Sherlock Jr.,
Oh.
playing the father of the household, the one whose pocket watch gets stolen.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know where they were born.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought that might have something to do with
Yeah,
it, but.
I mean,
who
Griffith
knows?
at least
Yeah.
had that excuse. His,
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
His heritage.
Yeah.
And it was cool, very cool. Yeah.
Any other recommendations or condemnations?
No, we've been watching the film history, the film of film history.
Oh, yeah, that huge series that the
Yes.
Scotsman did. I always forget his. No, he wasn't Scots. He's Northern Ireland, right?
Yes, I can't remember where it was, but it brings the whole story, how it began. It even talks about Chaplin and Stone Faith and all of these people, how it got started and.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
how it came to evolve, or the revolution of it, in England, France, everywhere, actually. It's really good. It's been really good to watch it and revisit some of the things that I've learned here and in Puerto
Beautiful.
Rico.
Beautiful. So are you doing it like in installments? You're doing like a chapter a week or something like that?
Yes, I am.
That's wonderful, Yesenia.
Yes, it's
That's
really good.
excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, currying favor with the teacher. No other recommendations or condemnations? Yeah, Jenny, what did you see?
Well, my dad's on Coen Brothers Marathon right now.
Oh, wow. What a
It's
treat.
like 8 in a row. But night before last, we watched Miller's Crossing, and it reminded me so much of Scarface. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Interesting.
Watching the same movie almost, it was so similar.
Wow. Now you've got me wanting to see Miller's Crossing again. It's been years since I've seen that film.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the same plot, but the way the characters interacted and all the double crossings and everything, it was really, really similar. And I was thinking, oh, that's like Scarface. Well, that's like Scarface the whole way through.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, it's set in the same time period, isn't it? It's in the 1930s, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Have you seen A Simple Man yet? In your
A serious movie?
Serious Man, sorry.
Saw that last night.
Did you?
I loved it. It was great.
I do too. I don't know why, but that's my personal favorite. I think that end shot.
Oh.
I won't spoil it.
I didn't know that was
It was great.
I didn't know either of those was Coen Brothers movies. I've seen both, didn't know it was them. Cool, all right. Those guys, those Coen Brothers.
Those guys, I tell you.
Wacky Coens.
What they don't pull past us. Well, I might as well launch into today's lecture, yeah? I mean, we can chinwag some more, I mean, it's all good. Chinwagging. We are moving into the 1940s. We've been going, chronologically up through the decades. As you know, the 1940s is pretty much, concerned with the war that would break out, in Europe in September of 1939. Our textbook, if we're using it or referring to it at all, they referred to the period from 1930 to 1945 as the golden years of Hollywood, the Hollywood golden years. I would even, put that up to the 50s myself, but definitely in that period you have a lot of great, great films, classics coming out of American cinema. Some of the films, because I always feel, because we're concentrating now on the war effort, I'm not showing you some of these great films. Citizen Kane, right? I'm hoping that at least the majority of you have seen that movie. How many have seen Citizen Kane? Okay, the rest of you, you owe it to yourselves. I know it's tough when people tell you, it's the greatest movie ever made. You're like, do I have to see this? But it really is worth it. I mean, it really is a phenomenal work of art. Especially for when it came out. Orson Welles making his debut at the age of 25, which is just amazing when you see the sophistication of his craft. And he's like a kid in a candy store. After his sensational radio hoax of the War of the Worlds, he was invited out to Hollywood and pretty much given a blank check to do what he wanted, and so he created Citizen Kane and was experimenting with his cinematographer, Greg Toland, the whole time. So there is a lot of this, enthusiasm that just infuses the film, and it's marvelous, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you must. What are some of the other great hits